We are going to learn how to recognize valid variable which starts with a letter followed by any number of letter or digit in the compiler design laboratory. This block enclosed within percentage open bracket till the part percentage close bracket and is called the definition section. Here C enter files are included. Hash include stdio.h is used for input output operation like printf. Hash include ctype.h. It provides the function like is alpha and is digit to check if a character is a letter or digit. We also declare two functions. y.lex is the lexical analyzer function. It read input character by character and return token like letter or digit to the parser. Int y error of const character star s. It is the error handler function used to display messages when the parser encounter invalid section. These declarations are written in C and are copied directly into the generated C file by Bison. Percentage token space LED space DAG. This part is token declaration. This tells Bison that letter and digits are tokens, that is terminal symbols. These are symbolic names representing input symbol. LED stands for a letter, that is alphabetic character. DAG stands for digit, that is numeric character. These tokens will be returned by the y.lex function when analyzing user input. This section defines the grammar rule in Bugs-NOR form, that is BNF. It's where Bison defines valid combinations of tokens. SAD is the start symbol. It means parsing starts from the root. It has three possibilities. The input starts with a letter LED followed by a RECLD, that is recursively defined list of letters or digit, and end with a new line. If this matches, it prints accepted. Next, the input is single letter followed by a new line, also valid. It print accepted. In the third line, if any invalid input is found before the new line, it matches the error root and print rejected. Now RECLD, that is recursively defined list of letter or digit, is used to match any sequence of letter and digits after this first letter. It is recursively defined LED RECLD. It is a letter followed by more letters or digit. Then DAG RECLD, it is a digit followed by more letters or digit. Next, LET is a single letter, DAG is a single digit. So RECLD, that is recursively defined list of letter or digit, helps match variables like x1, variable 2, etc. after the first letter. Next part is lexical analyzer, that is token generator. This function is the scanner or tokenizer. It reads one character at a time from input using get character function. First, it skips spaces and tab using while loop. This is to ignore white spaces between characters. If the character is a letter, checked using isAlpha function, it returns the token letter. If it is a digit, isDigit of ch function, it returns the token DAG. For any other characters, including new line, it returns the character itself. This is important because new line is explicitly used in the grammar rule. This function connects the raw user input to the parser by converting character into meaningful token. This part is error handling. This function is called when the parser encountered invalid syntax, that is input that does not match any defined grammar rules. It simply prints the error message rejected in our case and return 0. This is the main function, program entry point. This is the starting point of the program. It promotes the user with the enter a variable, then called yparse function. Yparse is the parse function automatically generated by Bison. It calls y.lex repeatedly to get the tokens and it tries to match them to the rules in the grammar. Rules in the grammar SAD, based on whether the input matches a rule or not, it prints accepted or rejected. After editing, you press Ctrl+O to save or write output, then enter to confirm file name and Ctrl+O to exit the editor. Now compile and run the program. First give the command bison space -y space filename dot y. Here Bison is the GNU version of Yacc, yet another compiler. It reads grammar rule from a Yacc file and generate a C file that can pass input based on those rules. -y. It tells Bison to name the output file as y.tab.c for compatibility with Yacc. Var-check.y is the input Yacc source file you wrote which contain grammar rule and C code to valid variable names. What happens after this command? Bison processes the grammar in var-check.y. It creates a file name y.tab.c containing a parse function yparse and relate code. Next command gcc space y.tab.c space -o space var-check. GCC is the GNU compiler collection used to compile C code. y.tab.c is the output file from Bison containing the C implementation of your parser. -o var-check tells the compiler to produce an executable named var-check. In this line, GCC compiles y.tab.c and links any necessary standard libraries. If no errors are found, it creates an executable file named var-check. Finally, give the command /var-check. It runs the compiled executable from the current directory. This program starts by displaying enter a variable as written in the main function of var-check.y. You enter something like a followed by 1, 2, 3 and press enter is accepted. Here letter followed by digit. In case if you are given that 1, 2, 3, it gives syntax error that is rejected. Based on the grammar rule, it checks if your input is a valid variable. If valid, print accepted, otherwise rejected. I hope you all understood how to recognize valid variable which starts with a letter followed by any number of letter or digit. If you have any doubts, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you found the video helpful, kindly subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for more videos. Thank you.